Bright light city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Okay, and we're back.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
What was he doing there? I mean, I like it. I'll take it.
You know, fumbles really just comes
But
down
also,
to luck.
man.
Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way.
What you want on that
An offense right there, very lucky that one went
Let's
out
go
of
over the
bounds.
top coverage. Just
Dropping back.
play back.
It's Ward.
Try not to let him beat us.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Rainbow Warriors offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes
Not
beyond
what I meant to do.
executing an assignment to make an impact
Offensively.
in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking
That's
to both
okay.
coaching
Let's
staffs
run a
this
run
week,
play
and we asked them who needs to
and,
step up and
hope for
play
the
well.
best.
They immediately pointed to these guys
Still,
right
we got
here.
the worst.
They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team.
I'm just going to stick with my RPO call here. Try
The
to
RPO, fire complete to the left. And just
get a yard.
safe pass play. They
That's
pick up a
not
few.
what you want on that
Ball's at the
situation at all.
27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, bro.
And it's picked off.
What was that?
Couldn't find much
Holding,
to return it.
interference, whatever was going on there.
Offense in business at the 27.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can still
Garbage.
tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
And the quarterback
Way to
will
respond,
take a
D.
sack back at the
Way
36.
to respond.
Really need to pick
Let's
up some
go.
yardage this time on second and long.
Just outside there.
They'll go to the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He
Good job.
picks up 4 to the 32.
Okay, let's do
Third
the
play
old
of the drive,
Ron
and
Tampa
they
2 over the
need to
top.
make something happen here on third
Pass
and long.
commit. Give him a maybe a little spy.
He's
Just
looking
cover that
downfield
quarterback
to throw.
running.
They're trying to get
Aha! Nice
That
one,
pass
mate.
is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal.
Love holding them
And
to
they weren't
3
able
on
to
that.
get him in
'Cause
the
we put
middle
them
of the
just
field,
right
so
in prime
now
position to get a
it's
score.
49-yarder from the right hash. The field goal is
Love holding them to 0
good.
even more. Let's
And after
go.
the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense
All right, let's see if
onto
we get
the
some more
field.
PI on this
After
play.
that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball. The fires one high and deep. And he
Nice
makes the
shot.
catch inside the 25. He He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, first and 10.
Great blocking on the outside.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal.
It's this three down line in front there in the goal line. Take it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points.
Just want to give me 3 points. We'll take them, especially if you're going to be picking me off in my own territory like that.
They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
This offense has a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player.
Good play. Good play.
Games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football
Go-go formation.
Like
nice.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll run play action. Caught behind the line.
Nice job sticking with them.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense,
been running
that
Tampa 2
in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it.
Actually just
and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Oh, yeah, that busted him up.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Q, had no idea what to do with that adjustment.
There's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little
Sometimes
bit
I just forget that the fair catch is like a thing you can do.
Just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Comes out throwing on first down.
You got to get that ball more outside.
Calls the missed timing. 2nd and 10 here.
Okay, just run it. See how many yardage we can get back.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same.
We got the shot. We got the shot. Let's go!
And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Warriors.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Into the game, you look at
go what?
You say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. But if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3.
That's not good.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio.
about that.
Touch the line.
Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
4 down front. Back, let's go cover 3. Press up. See what happens.
They're
running. Yeah.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Rebels send out the punt unit.
Away from it. Get away from it.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Working on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The running back has it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique.
Really good push from the D-line right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I get blocking.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Right.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Blasted
Nice
as he lets it
throw.
go. Connection
Look
to
at the
right.
touch.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Sims. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw.
Open. That should be a score. Let's go.
Touchdown, Hawaii. A great catch and run for 6. They've
Oh, dang. Did I
and
accidentally...
taken control here in week 9.
I did.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell.
Great game
This is a
pass,
good one,
except for
and that's why
the
they got
kick.
6 on that play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
But I maintain that they cheated on
He's
that
probably
play.
second-guessing that return. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This time on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it, using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout.
Got him!
Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why
I think we're calling game on this drive.
Because they can
Now,
score in a hurry because of how efficient they
didn't
are.
speak too soon.
And welcome to modern
Had some
college.
crazy comebacks happen before.
Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Oh, shit.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And
I forgot I had
join
shoot
Kevin
clock.
with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred.
Nice one, Matt Eberflus.
An old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And the Rainbow Warriors
At least I get the
will
ball
kick it
back,
away
so.
to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Just have to call game on this drive.
Something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense.
Yeah, we're dumbasses with the clock. We rule.
Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side.
Didn't need long to score there, though.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the beatdown has ensued.
All's well that ends well.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
It is kind of crazy, though, that UNLV plays in basically the nicest stadium in the country in
Yeah, and the coaches
there's
did a
a
good
Legion
job
Stadium,
on the sideline
right?
there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
I respect what they were trying to do there. I do. I do.
Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking downfield, it's Ward.
Safety! Safety! Are you kidding me?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably
Bro.
fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
How did we
Got a lot
not
of
get
credit
the
that he was able to
safety?
somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield throws it away.
Not exactly
Oh.
the ideal situation.
Come
for this
on,
offense.
man.
Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
We could be up 9 points
Defensive backs have
and have the ball right now.
You think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Slams it ahead.
Ooh,
They bring him down, and he's going to lose
that was
the
going
yard on that.
nowhere.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been
Baby
extended.
All-Star for the
When
touchdown.
you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better
I love
finish
that
the
man's
deal,
stat
and they
line.
did.
You saw the quarterback job.
2 rushes, -1 yards, 1
to every
touchdown.
one of those players coming
Amazing.
off that just
That's
put them in
Jerome
position
Bettis
to
material
score
right
that
there.
touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work.
Pretty sure Bettis once had a game where he got stat line was like 1 yard, 3 TDs. Because every single carry he got was just like on the goal line.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more
Okay, guys, we got to get a little more serious about our tackling. We like missed the tackle on the safety. We were missing tackles on whatever the hell that was right there. I mean, like, this is,
has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power.
That's some embarrassing stuff.
You saw it on that last play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Offense on the move.
if he'd broken that tackle, we would have had a bit of a problem there.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes one man. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Rebel. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Defensive coordinator is going to be having some words with the team about tackle drills and practice this week after that drop.
So many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
It's all right.
Turner is stopped. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Oh, I put in my backups here. We are not going to run that play because that guy is not going to be able to make that.
On 3rd down. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors.
All right, we're out of Bettis territory for Sims now. Actually, has a real running back stat line.
Trucks through the defender.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with.
Touchdown Warriors! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them.
Are we just going to play the game of, like, how many straight runs can I run without them, like, shutting me down?
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. Those secret play calls just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
With the catch, it's Rodgers. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
My theory here is basically just if I keep running the Tampa 2, just forcing them to kind of throw underneath, we can just have them kind of run the clock out on themselves.
It's Rodgers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
So if they want to keep completing passes, that's fine with me. As long as they're short.
The short hand.
See?
Thomas.
Short of the
Well, look,
sticks.
this quarterback
Let's
has
go.
struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that
I'm going to change up a little bit, give him a man look here. Just to give the QB something to think about.
He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
My tacklers are going to have something to think about when we making them run extra laps this week.
College football all of the time, and they could use one here. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Oh, that one was my fault.
Get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against
Go to
the
her.
ball. Operating in the red
Trying to light
zone
him
here
up.
on second down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings
Nice
up
job,
a fourth
D.
down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance
That's what I get for trying to audible into a pass play, huh?
So the decision has been made, and
Oh,
the coach
karmic.
will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single back. Just bowing ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every
Sucks we lost to Stanford at the beginning of the year because I would be feeling pretty good about this team's chances at a CFP berth if we didn't have that L.
Glorious. To be able to
Let's
brag,
go, Bows.
To be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.